Hey, how you doing? So let's listen to men's POV. Of course, it's gonna be a relationship. What is? Well, let's listen to the
A
man.
girl who cut me off a month ago called me tonight and said, "Come over." And I folded immediately. Not only did I go over there and she had her way with me, but then she threw on her huddle highlights. I watched 5 minutes of soccer highlights tonight. I feel like a bitch. Oh my god. A girl who cut me off a month ago called me tonight and said, "Come."
Hey, what did I just watch? Really? Are you kidding? See, I'm supporting women in male-dominated fields. I can't help but notice she sent you home too. So not her putting you in front of the iPad after she was done with you. Okay.
I believed wholeheartedly in red pill logic until I became a bartender. Beautiful women were coming in with these chopped ass, bum ass, broke ass dudes until you talk to them. This guy is awesome to be around.
Once again, a guy who used to listen to Red Pill is now seeing that when you go out into the real world and you see who women actually want to spend time with, you realize
When you go out into the real world. But I feel so bad for people that actually take social media serious, like people that make life choices based on videos they see on social media. Like my heart literally goes out to people like that. Oof.
a lot of the superficial shit that these guys are saying women want just doesn't make sense in the long run. This is something I often say of the men who really listen to Red Pill content. They only focus on the superficial traits, and maybe it's because they really want sex. They've never had sex. Sex is all they're thinking about. It's like, okay, maybe you might get a short-term relationship. I was able to have success without Red Pill, and I've also been able to have success in relationships without Red Pill. There are more traits to develop than your superficial traits. Develop your personality, develop your social skills, develop your conversation skills, develop your confidence. All of these things can help you in the long run with women. If you are looking for a relationship, Red Pill won't get it for you. Period.
I believe
Period. Do you know how bad it has become now that even to have conversations is so bad? It's so bad now that to see people that you can have intelligent conversation with are becoming harder by the day. So what should we be doing? What are we going to be doing in this relationship if we can't even talk? If we can't even bond over a book or over guys. There are people that I talk with, both men and women, and the first thought in my head is, how is this person able to be in a relationship? Who are you dating? But of course, I've come to realize that people actually date or marry their equals. No matter how women come on social media to lament or men come to lament, you are dating your equal. Like you are dating people on your level at the end of the day. Yeah, it is what it is. It's as simple as that. Do you get? You would think this is common sense. Yeah. I really don't even know why it's called common sense. There need to be a new word for it now. Seriously. And people that consume content like this, what then happens to them is, over time, what you feed yourself, over time, it becomes you. So they have that notion that, oh, women are objects. So they approach women with that mentality. And it affects the experience they get from women at the end of the day. See how it works? You already have a preconceived notion. It's affecting the way you relate to the person you are seeing. It's just the same way gossip works. Somebody comes to you and gossips about somebody. You would not take on that image they've described for you and you start dealing with the person like that without you even trying to experience the person for yourself. No matter how close you and I we are as friends, the way you describe somebody for me will not change me. It will not change the way I see the person. I want to experience people for myself because I've also come to realize that I have this grace to draw people close, and I'm always getting the best of people. Not always, but oftentimes I get the best from people. Even people that people are complaining about, I realize that I get the best of them. So I don't allow other people's experience to form my opinion about people or situations. Let me experience it for myself. Allow me that, please. I'm not the kind of friend that buy my friend's enemy. Nah, please miss me with that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't do that, and I will never do it. I don't know what transpired between you guys. I was not there. I have a whole different personality from you. You could be the reason why the problem started in the first place. So why should I be foolish enough to buy your fights? Instead of me to advise you to do better. For your own even mental health. Because that's a whole lot of load you are going to be carrying. When you see that person, you are just you are just destroying your nervous system. But the person does not even know what you're thinking. You're just there boiling. I made a comment about how attractive Marcelo Hernandez is. Who is that? And some guy commented, yeah, fame and money will do that. No, baby, his vibe is hot. His energy is hot. He seems fun. That's what makes him attractive. You get. I understand
I
you.
was afraid that I wasn't going to bring anything to your life, that you were just going to help me through all of my shit, and you were going to push me through all my ups and downs, and I wasn't going to be able to provide anything of use to you. Like, I think that was my fear, because you are very capable and you don't need anybody, and you make that very clear, and you're so smart, and you can figure things out and deal with things on your own. But I wanted to do that. I wanted to provide that for you. I wanted to help you, and I wanted to give you security, and it was just tough for me to even do that for myself. There was points where I was like, how am I going to provide this for another person where I'm having a tough time providing it for myself? The moment that I got a glimpse of being able to do that, though, I just went all in with it, and I put everything into it, like literally like sleepless nights working for it, and I think that that's what I needed, was that push. I was afraid that I wasn't going to bring anything to you.
You see why I say I'm in the middle when it comes to a woman being a push some men need. This is a perfect example of it. He needed that external push. And men only do that when they meet the woman they like. They love you, they can go extra mile. Even though the life is tough, that it will be as if you're giving them external energy they never needed. They never knew they needed. And they'll push through it, go through hard times with joy because they are getting results. They will go through it. So that's why I said there are men that actually need the women to push them to do better. Not the bums are not willing to do anything for themselves. And I like the fact that he's vulnerable enough to share this with her. This is beautiful actually to behold. I don't know if you guys see the way I'm saying it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.